So I thought I would do a video today to show you how you can get unlimited packs by grinding SBCs and much more. Before we get into that, let me show you my club so you can kind of see the things that I have done while grinding. Now, a lot of these cards, or all of these cards, are first owner. We got Rafinha done from the SBC. Doku was very lucky from one of the upgrades that came out. Yaya Toure that I've made red came from Foot Champs. I just want to go through all of them. And then we have ourselves Alaba done, Morgan done, Swanson done. We got Forlan from the Hero SBC recently. We've got ourselves Varane done. We did what? And then if we head into our club, you can see what is in the club as well. So in terms of the club, if I turn off the loans for a minute, you can see here Haaland has been done. We've got Milito and Mascherano from the Hero SBC and from Champs. Rutten's been done. We've also got Cole Palmer, Climate from the Icon SBC, Kvaratskhelia Player of the Month done. Obviously, Carragher was my pre-order hero. Then we got two more heroes and another two heroes. Some of these are from an Icon there. Some of these are from SBC, some are from Champs. Iwobi has been done, and Di Lorenzo have been done, and the list just goes on and on and on. Danjuma, etc., Garcia. And that's all from doing this grind method I'm going to show you. Now, it's going to be a long video, so what I recommend you do, go and pause it, get yourself a drink, prepare yourself to take in a lot of information. You may need to watch this a few times. We're going to start off with bronze pack method. So to start this off, you want around between 10 to 100,000 coins. Anywhere in that section, you're going to be fine. And we are looking for certain cards that are going to help us complete SBCs, as well as sell managers that are worth certain coins. So you want to go ahead and check all of your managers and everything that you pack, and any of these TIFOs and stuff like that, just discard, because they are not worth anything altogether. And then we are going to break these down as we go through. So we've got ourselves a League SBC player here. It looks like they sell for a little bit. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just list this card up for 250. My rule of thumb on these cards is to sell them for 250 or higher, no lower. But let's have a word from today's sponsor, and then we can kind of explain to you the next step. So today I wanted to introduce you to Eldorado.gg. It's a fantastic website to get yourself some FC25 coins. If you're looking to improve your team, it can take up to a matter of 30 minutes and the coins will be deposited into your account. Not only this, they have trusted and verified sellers, so you are buying off somebody else who has the coins available, and it has their delivery time and their review rating of how reliable and fast they are, and 100% guaranteed money back or refund if you are not happy or satisfied with your order. On top of this, they have over 34,000 positive to excellent reviews on their website, so you know these are one of the best places to go. Don't forget to use code NANIC to get your discount on your coins. The link will be in the description and in the comment section down below. Let's get back to the video. So I'm going to open up 3 bronze packs. Like I said, I've done a video on the channel if you want to check out bronze pack method. I'm not going to cover that, how to make coins and everything. I'm just going to explain to you what you should be doing. Now, we are looking for League SBC players, so Sudamericana, Premier League, La Liga, anything like that, and I'll show you exactly how to figure out which ones are which. And then any of the other cards we get, we are keeping everybody unless they sell for more than 250 coins. I'm not checking the prices for now for the point of this video, but I highly recommend you guys do that as you go through. And you can see here we get ourselves we got an MLS player there, but no other League SBC players. So you want to go through about 10,000 to 50,000 coins worth until you start getting lots of duplicates of players. Then once you've done that, you are going to make your way over to the SBC tab, and I'm going to break down what is a League SBC player and what is an upgrade card. So a League SBC player is any of these leagues you see on your screen now. All 8 of those leagues are SBC players. And then the same for the premium mix. All 8 of these leagues are SBC players. Now, what you're going to do, especially if you don't have a lot of golds and stuff in your club or silvers, is head over to the mixed league upgrade. That is your best friend. The reason being is you can get away with a lot of bronzes in this, and you can get yourself a lot of cards as you're grinding through with bronze pack method, for example, and building your club up slowly. So we're going to go low to high, and then we are going to head over to the Libertadores here. And we're just going to have a look what we have in our club. And we need 6 players from the same league. So I'm going to go ahead and get 6 players, and I'll be back once that is done. So I've gone through everything in my club, and at this minute in time, I only have 2 from each club. Now, the quickest way to check what you have in each club is just to go through one by one like this and just hit search until you find as many as you need. Now, what I recommend that you do, instead of what I'm going to do in this video, is I recommend that you go ahead and keep doing bronze packs and upgrades as you go through. Now, let's just say you are doing this basically from the beginning. What I also recommend that you do is go over to your upgrades, and you are going to go ahead and pop in all of your bronze cards that you get from bronze pack method or what you have in your club that are upgrade cards. Now, again, not League SBC cards, upgrade cards. You just want to go ahead and pop in every single card that you've got in your club into this and get rid of them all. Once you've done that, you can then move on to the next step. So I'm just going to go ahead and do one of these and make sure that you're putting in commons, not rare. So let me do that quickly, and I'll be back once that's done. So every card you see here is an upgrade card, and they're all common. Now, if you don't know the difference between rare and common, this card you see on your screen now is a rare. It's got little lines in between that sort of link like that. Commons don't. Keep your rares, use all your commons. Once you've done this and got rid of everything out of your club, go ahead and do the exact same in your silvers. That's going to give you gold commons. It's a really good base to start building up your club and start completing the League SBCs much easier. Now, I'm going to open up just the one bronze upgrade. Gives us 2 silvers, 1 rare, 1 silver. And the likelihood of getting something good in here are still slim, but it is how you grind. So here we got actually 2 League SBC players. That's fantastic. Both of them go into the Bundesliga and the MLS. So that's how you're going to get them. That's why it's really important that you do that, especially if you haven't got anything in your club. But that being said, let's get back to the mixed league upgrade and back to the Libertadores. And as I was saying to you and explaining, I don't recommend that you do this, but I'm just going to go and buy the last 4 that I need because I have so many coins from doing this anyway. But if you are low on coins, I highly recommend that you go ahead and you basically just do what I showed you there, bronze pack method, into all of those upgrades until you've got like 1 or 2 left. Once you've got 1 or 2 left, you can then essentially move on to the next step. So let me go ahead and do this and find the cheapest team, and I'll be back once that's done. So that's been done. Now, we can use silvers. I picked all of these up for 250 coins. I'm sure you can find them cheaper than that. But like I say, don't do this method in that sense if you're trying to grind this from the start. But if you have got a lot of coins, then be my guest and go on. Now, the next thing you want to do is just go ahead and get rid of all of the bronzes you have in your club from the Sudamericana or Libertadores once you have those 6 players. Because the reason being is you get the chemistry now, and they're just going to be sat in your club for a very long time. Now, the best ones to get rid of are like the Libertadores, Boca Juniors, or the River Plate teams, basically. The ones that you get a lot of golds in, you can't use anything else. Now, it's going to give us our first pack back, which is the first step of the grind, which is a silver pack. And as you could probably imagine, we're going to break this pack down in many ways. Because it's tradable, it adds an extra level onto it as well. So with this pack, we are looking for any League SBC cards and any cards that are worth coins. So you can see here, this guy's got a bid on a 300, but I don't think he's worth anything, so he doesn't sell. Belek there doesn't sell either by the looks of it, but it's basically you're just trying to sell all of your cards that are worth something from the tradable ones. We have got ourselves a English 4 right back, but again, doesn't look like he really sells for anything. Then we've got a Premier League left back who does sell by the looks of it. So again, looks like he goes for around 400 coins. And just to check their prices, you just want to keep scrolling through. It's a bit tedious, but you want to keep scrolling through until you find the cheapest. So it looks like 350 is the cheapest. That's what we're going to put them up for. Don't forget, you're going to get 100 of these packs back, so don't be scared to sell things and don't be scared to keep things. Now, once we've gone through all of them, we can then break it down. So we've got ourselves 5 upgrade cards here because none of them go into the League SBCs. We don't need any of these leagues for the League SBCs, so they are all upgrade cards. Now we're going to head back to the SBC again, and we've got ourselves the Serie B KT and the Bundesliga 2. So the first thing I recommend that you do is just go to search and then just head down to whichever one comes up first and get rid of as many of these bronze cards that you have in your club first that are not from the same class, because we have to have 3 different clubs. Once you've got those bronzes in, so for example these 3, just move them around until you get the chemistry a little bit, and then before you go ahead and put in the next set of cards, go to the other SBC or the other team that you haven't done a league. For example, the Serie B KT, we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to pop in these 3 Italians as well. Now the reason why we've done that is because we're always trying to clear off as many of the bronze packs players that we're getting from doing the bronze pack method over and over. And again, try and get as much chemistry as you can. If you can't get much, don't worry. Now, the next step you're going to do, as you probably saw there when I was searching, is get rid of any of the gold cards you've got from these leagues. You might as well get rid of them. You're going to get lots of them anyway. And then once you've got them in from both leagues, I only know I've only got them from the Serie BKT. Once you've done that, then we can move on to just getting rid of all the cards in general. So you can see here, that's going to bump our rating up, even though we really don't need to use golds or silvers in this. You can just use bronzes in general. But now we are going to swap back to the Bundesliga 2, and we're going to get rid of some of these silvers and just hope that they're not from the same club. Always make sure that they're not, because it makes this process much quicker. So you can see here, that goes into there, and then we get one more there. Perfect. And we get ourselves another pack back. Not a crazy pack again, but you can see how easy that is to do, especially if you're doing the bronze and silver upgrades and bronze pack method overall. Now, we've completed that SBC off altogether, all 4, so we get 2 packs back. We get our first pack here for completing the Serie BKT and the Bundesliga 2, which is tradable. And again, go through every single card that's worth coins and which one isn't. And then once you have done that, you can go ahead and check which ones are from the League SBCs and which ones aren't. So it looks like this guy goes for about 500 coins. We'll list him up. And then I'm just going to go through every single one on here so you don't have to be bored watching me do this. So let me just do that quickly and I'll be back once I've checked them all. So we list out the cards that sell, and then we have ourselves these 4 cards here. So we've got ourselves 1 League SBC card and then 3 upgrades. Now, with your gold upgrades, they are completely different to silver and bronzes with what you want to do with them. So let's open up our last pack first, and I'll explain what I mean by that. This pack here is for completing all 4 of the SBCs that were in the mixed league. As we do get a walkout from this, it looks like it's going to be Erps there. So it's an 86 walkout from doing this grind, literally within about, 10 minutes of doing the video, and we get 2 walkouts. So this is exactly how I grind SBCs, if you want to know. We've got McAllister and Erps in there, and then again, we break this down. So we got ourselves 2 walkouts that can go into any SBC we want or into our team. We've got an upgrade card, a League SBC card, a League SBC card, and another League SBC card. Now, the beautiful thing about this year compared to others, we have our duplicate storage, so we can go ahead and pop them into that. Now, going back to what I was saying with gold cards that are upgrade cards and not League SBC cards, what do you do with those? Well, there are multiple things. So, for example, we can go ahead and do the Team of the Week upgrade with our walkouts if we want, or we can have a look at some players that are available for us to do, or we can also go ahead and do the upgrades that EA have provided for us. So right now we have the 78 double. So I'm going to show you just one of these, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next after that. So we need 6 rares and 5 commons as a minimum to complete this. So what I recommend that you do is go ahead and go to gold, go low to high, and then just go through every single card you see on here that is not a League SBC card and pop them in. So you want to go ahead and get rid of all of your cards that are not League SBC cards, and that's essentially how you're going to get free upgrades, essentially, from doing this. And as you can see here, so I'm just going to go through all of these, and I'll be back again once I've done that. So there we go. Every card you see here is an upgrade card, and that's how you're going to break down every pack that I showed you. League SBC or upgrade cards, and then you can decide which ones go into what. Now, this is going to be your best way of getting free upgrades, especially when player picks come, but that's another day, another conversation. But this is how you're going to get unlimited upgrades from grinding this, as well as extra packs on top. So far, we completed 1 League SBC, and we got ourselves 2 League SBC cards here. Bundesliga and the Ligue 1. So that's another way of getting more League SBC cards back into your club. And then another thing that you can do, which is what I'm going to do from now on when I get into the rest of the grind video, is the next person that I want to grind, which I highly recommend that you guys do as well. It's very cheap to do, is going to be this Sissoko. Make sure you go ahead and get him done. Now, you can see here we need a French 82, an 82, and an 83. So another trick you can do as well with cards in particular is I have a rule of thumb. Any card that's 82 rated or higher goes into any upgrade SBC I want, because you don't need to go into League SBCs. So I'm going to head over to my SBC storage and put in that Lacazette that we got, and then we're going to go ahead and pop in any of these cards. Now, again, you can use all of these cards for any upgrades you want. Doesn't have to be for Sissoko. It can be for the 82 double or whatever EA decides to give out. It's honestly down to how you want to do your upgrade. This is what the freedom gives you from doing this grind. You can decide what to do and when to do it by doing this sort of method, going through one by one. Now, it'd be nice if I didn't keep picking duplicates. And then once you've cleared out your duplicate storage, you can keep building it back up. So you see here, we get ourselves some more packs back by doing Sissoko or any other player that we're looking to do. And then with these packs, we break them down the same way. We check everybody that's worth coins. If we sell all of them that are worth coins, we can then break down the rest of the pack. So you can see here we've got a lot of players. We've got a Ligue 1 player there who looks like he goes for about 300-400 coins. So with silvers, I tend to sell silvers that sell for more than 400 coins. And if they do, then I sell them. And if they don't, then we keep hold of them and then go into the League SBCs. The same for managers. Now, badges and stuff, you can definitely go ahead and check to see if they're worth anything. Some of them do sell for a lot. For example, the MLS ones sometimes do. Sometimes they don't. But then discard everything else. And as you can see here, just from that alone, we got 1,600 coins back. Plus, if we were to sell everybody else here. Now, I have a little bit of an issue. Reason being is my transfer list is full, and I want to show you what cards I've sold from my transfer list. So before I sort out those silvers, let's have a look. We sold 3 cards here. 600, 350, 250, and then we've still got this guy to sell as well. So you can see here we're making our coins back slowly. We're opening up packs, and we are completing players and SBCs all at the same time. Now I'm going to go through all these silvers and see which ones are worth coins and which ones aren't, and I'll be back once again that is done. So I've gone through all the cards and discarded what we didn't need. Now we can head over to the next. So you want to basically rinse and repeat that step until you start getting lots of Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, and Liga and Eredivisie cards. Once you get a lot of those, you can move over to the premium mix. So, for example, let's start off with the Ligue 1 and Eredivisie. We are going to go ahead and do the exact same thing we did with Libertadores. So let's start off with Ligue 1, and you want to go through one by one until you find at least 5 cards from the same team. For example, Monaco is a good example. because then you can go ahead and we've got a team here with 6. So that's why you want to go through and basically find as many cards as you can, or teams that you can, that you've already gone ahead and completed. So once you've popped in all of these cards here, what you can go ahead and do now is essentially get the chemistry really easily, because we've already got all the players in position. And what I like to do is I like to switch the league. So we've done it with Ligue 1. You can do this with Eredivisie and then flip it over. With Ligue 1, we're going to go to Eredivisie, go low to high. And I'm going to go ahead and pop in any bronzes I had or any golds or anything like that. So we're going to get rid of some of these silvers, because we're grinding silvers from the mixed league SBCs. We're going to pop all those in. And again, like I say, you can do this with bronzes. The more bronzes you open, the bronze packs that is, the more bronzes you get, etc., etc. But you can see here, because we've already got the rating easily with gold cards and the chemistry, we can just pop in any players in any position, and we get ourselves a jumbo gold pack back, which is tradable. We will move on to the Bundesliga and Serie A after this, and then the Libertadores. And this one's going to give us anything. Now, if you get a walkout or any special cards out of that, you can decide whether you want to sell it or not. Like I say, I always try to sell as many cards as possible. But again, we're going to go through all of the cosmetics and sell and discard anything isn't worth anything. Again, this looks like it goes for about 1,500, so we're going to list that up for about 1,600 or 700 there. Again, getting coins back while we're grinding, and then we can go ahead and check if any of these sell. If they're not, this is discard, discard. I'm going to discard any of these. And you just want to go through everything. So again, I'm going to go and check all these prices and everything. I'll be back again once that is done. So we listed up all the cards, and again, we're going to break this down into League SBC, upgrade, 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 and then things to our club, plus 2,770 coins back from discarding. And that's how you want to break down every pack. I'm going to keep saying it until you understand every single pack. You want to break it down that way. Let's go ahead and do Serie A and Bundesliga. And now this way I like to do a little bit different. I like to build up from the goalkeeper, the defensive line, and then the 2 CDMs. So we have only 4 spots left. So, for example, in this video, I'm going to go ahead and use Bundesliga. I'm going to go ahead and start from the bottom and make my way up. And we're just going to go ahead and do one position at a time. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be back and explain what I mean next. So I didn't have a left back or a right back or a cam and centre defensive mid that would get me chemistry. So I went ahead and put in all the other positions. So I've still got 4 spaces left. Now I've used Bundesliga to build the chemistry up and the rating. So what I'm going to do now is just switch over to Serie A. And if I need the rating, it's going to be nice and easy to get, because all I have to do is just go ahead and basically put in the high-rated cards. Now, as long as they're not from the same team, that's the most important. And I do recommend trying to get rid of golds more than silvers, just in case you basically keep packing gold cards over and over and over. But you can see here, we should be able to get quite close to the rating. If we don't have it, it's not a problem. We can bring in some high-rated cards. So we're 1 rating off. So again, we can just go back to the SBC here on the bench and just try and find a higher-rated card. And we've got quite a few here. So we could use El Shaarawy as an option. Even the goalkeeper from Juventus is a good shout. And we'll go a little bit lower and put Orsolini in as well. And then just going to go ahead and swap these out one by one just to see what does the rating. So there we go. Perfect. The rating's been complete. We get a small prime gold players pack tradable. And then we've only got the Libertadores and Sudamericana left, which is the reason why I left it till last, because it's one of the difficult ones. And it's basically explaining what to do. So open up this pack. Let's see what we get out of this. Again, we're going to go through and say everything that's worth something. And then we're going to break it down. So upgrade, upgrade. Sorry, League SBC, upgrade, League SBC, upgrade, League SBC. That's how you're going to break it down. And then we're going to see if we can swap any of these over. If they're untradable, they can go into our storage. If they're tradable, they can't. So right now, we've got to go ahead and make some room on our transfer list. If you have a full transfer list, you don't have to worry. We're going to see if anything has sold. So we sold these 2 things here. That's more coins back into our account. It looks like it's around, what, 2,000 coins more or less. And now we can go ahead and sell those other 2 gold cards that were in our duplicate. So let me go and list these cards up, and I'll be back again once that is done. So they have both been lifted up. Now, we're going to head over to the Libertadores and Sudamericana, and I'm going to explain to you why I've left this one till last, because I get a lot of questions on this, and a lot of people don't understand how to do it or the most efficient way to do it. And the biggest mistake everybody does is going out and buying all the players. Now, this is the most expensive one to do. The only player I recommend you go out and buy is Acuna. He's an 83 rated left mid. And you can see here, our golds are the same team, so we can only use one of them. Our silver is as well, but we've got a few other silvers from doing this method that we can pop onto the bench. And then we're going to go to the Sudamericana, because we've just gone from Libertadores, and we're going to pop in this guy here, this one here, and this one here. Now, immediately, you can already tell we do not have enough golds. We need to have 2 minimum. But we do need some high-rated silvers or high-rated golds. So what I like to do is I just go through and check what's in my club. If I can get the chemistry early, once I've got the chemistry, I can then move on to the next step. So it looks like we're going to be okay for chemistry here. So we got the chemistry. Now we need to get ourselves some more rares, and we need ourselves a high-rated team overall. So if I were to pop in the rare bronzes I've got from doing bronze pack method, and again, starting off with Sudamericana, switching over to the other league just to check if there's any high-rated cards in here. Another one here and another one there. So at this minute in time, it's not looking great in terms of being able to complete this straight away, which is where a lot of you, I believe, are stuck at the same time. Now, if I just go ahead and pop in all these bronzes, you can see here we are miles away from the rating. Now, the first thing I recommend that you do in a situation is change this to concept on Libertadores and go ahead and add in the Acuna card, and you can see here we're still really far away from the rating. So we need to add in more golds, or we need to add in more higher rated silver. So the next step you want to do here is go ahead and basically check how many golds you need to put in for the rating, and once you've done that, it should then happen. But don't go and buy these cards. What I like to do is when I get at least 3 or 4 gold cards from different teams, so let's say we had Acuna, this striker, this goalkeeper here, and then we had one more gold card that's from a different league, for example this Ascabania, whatever his name is there. Then I would go, okay, I need to go ahead and look at some high-rated silvers. Now, go ahead and do the same method, concept, and just go down to silvers, and then try and buy some of the 74 rateds that are cheaper, or find the cheapest one. But you only do this once you have 4 golds. Otherwise, you're just going to lose too many coins. So while that one's sitting there, the other 3 are completed, as you know, and there's nothing more you can do with them. That's why you need to go back to the Mixed League upgrade again and start completing these to get more and more packs. So going back to this one really quickly, got the MLS and the Championship, which is really easy to do because of how many golds are in the MLS. Get rid of all your goals that you have. So make sure you get rid of Giroud, for example. Go ahead and get rid of Busquets, Acosta, because that's just going to help you with the rating straight away. And you can see here, you just got an unbelievable amount of goals that you can just get rid of. So go ahead and get rid of as many goals as you can. And then once you've done that, you can then basically get the rating really easy with bronze and silver. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and pop in all these cards, and I'm going to complete this, and I'll be back once this is done. So again, that has been complete. We need a lot of rares, but you're really easy to get from the golds. And then that gives us an untradeable pack. So we're going to keep grinding this SBC over and over and over because we can use bronze pack method, bronze upgrades, silver upgrades, and just basically keep doing this until we start packing more. As we get a walk out of it, and I skipped it. Watch a bit crazy one. Beth me, it's not terrible. Until we start getting more and more Libertadores cards. So again, another 88 that can go into any SBC once. We've got 3 walkouts in this video alone. Then an upgrade card, sorry, League SBC card, League SBC card, League SBC card. Then we have an upgrade, League SBC upgrade, a Sudamericana, which is a silver, which is exactly what we wanted for this video. And again, some more upgrades, and then we have ourselves a championship bronze player, which can help us in an SBC, or we can have a look to see if he's worth any coins, which he's not. But you can see that's how you're going to do it. And then you're just going to use that method to go ahead and start completing any SBC you want. So if I head over to Sissoko, for example, and I go to the 83 rated team, and I just go to newest in our pack. This is all we've packed in the video. So we've got a Beth Mead, we've got a load of gold and silvers, we've got an 83 Onana. We've also got ourselves some more golds and more silvers, a couple 82s, 2 walkouts there, as you can see. So this is how that method works. As always, it's a long video. I understand it's a lot of information to take in. If you do have any questions, please let me know, and I will catch you in the next video. Hopefully this helps you grind some of the SBCs and really makes you understand how the grind works, and I'll catch you in the next video.